Most people think you need a full 20% down payment before you can buy a home. Well, what might have been at one time just no longer is the case. In fact, there are loan options that help you get started with as little as 3% down, and some with, you see that, zero down. Let's clear up this myth so that you don't miss out on the chance to buy a home sooner than you thought possible. I'm Jim Hood with Key Realty One Kentucky, and then also Key Realty in Ohio. Let's take a look. In the past, that was usually the case. Homes required a 20% down payment, but traditional loans back in the day used to require a higher down payment. Many parents, grandparents, often beat that drum from their own personal experience, saying that you need to have 20% down. And it's a guideline, but really, it's not a requirement anymore. There are different loans that are available now, like, for example, the FHA loan that requires 3.5% down. Conventional loans out there from 3 to 5% down. VA loans, VA loans are still 0% down for those who qualify. And then there are USDA loans, and no, those are not ratings for beef. USDA loan, another way of phrasing it, is the rural development loan. And those are also 0% down. Lower down payments make it possible to buy homes. That opens the door to home ownership sooner. It leaves more funds available for things that you're going to need to set up the home inside the house. Things like furnishings, blinds, drapes, and other items that are there that will need to be used. And it allows buyers to get in the market before prices and rates change. Well, what about the mortgage insurance, PMI or MIP, depending upon the loan itself? It is going to be required if you have less than 20% down for most loans. And what that is with the FHA, the MIP, that insurance premium, stays on the loan for life. For a conventional, it goes off after you've reached 20% equity in the home. So let's say you're stuck and you've got to do an FHA loan. When you get into the home, you're making your payments for the first several years, convert that over to a conventional, and you can say goodbye to the insurance premium. The bigger picture, waiting to save 20% as a down payment could mean missing out on the equity growth of making regular payments on a home that you own, instead of paying money to a landlord who's putting it toward their retirement or something else. Also, it would mean that you're going to help avoid paying more for a home down the road because prices have increased, and saying goodbye to all of that rent money. So just as an encouragement, don't let the 20% myth stop you. You may qualify now. Talk to a lender, give me a call, and I'll get you lined up, but see what we can find that's going to best fit your budget. Anytime you have a real estate need, real estate question, or someone you care about does, I'm here for you. Jim Hood, Key Realty One Kentucky, Key Realty in Ohio. Have a great day.